We are knee-deep into the follow-up season in 2.5, but at least we've got some real spicy units with Rappa on the horizon. Although it looks like in 2.6, we'll only have one new character instead of the usual two. So expect this game to slow down a bit until we reach 3.0. I have a feeling that the late game content HP bloat is going to steadily rise, so get your limited harmony eidolons ready and strap in. First up is Feixiao. She's a wind hunt character that focuses on follow-up attacks, and she looks to be the capstone for the follow-up archetype. Much like Acheron, Feixiao doesn't require energy. Instead, she requires only her allies to attack the enemy to charge up her ultimate. Since it counts each action, follow-up attackers like Topaz and the new unit Moze are going to be her best allies to charge up her ultimate fast. From what I've seen from people testing and calculating her, it seems that she is once again raising the bar for single target DPAV. And another surge of HP bloat and power creep just might be over the horizon. If you have Robin, Topaz, or Aventurine, you should definitely pull for Feixiao. Luckily, it looks like the devs are now releasing and rerunning all the combo pieces for a team together instead of spreading them out. And for the first time, we have 3 reruns alongside Feixiao. All of them will rerun simultaneously, so let's tackle them one by one. Robin, who is a physical harmony that's currently the strongest harmony in the game, she synergizes extremely well with follow-up units. I'd say pulling for her is going to be top 1 priority for most accounts that want to dabble in follow-up or dual carry teams. For any Robin havers, you should consider pulling her E1 as Respen is a huge damage boost, and vertical investing in her is great because she is extremely versatile and can even be used in dot teams and various other hyper carry teams. Kafka is a lightning nihility unit that relies on other nihility damage over time units to deal immense amounts of damage. She is the capstone of the dot archetype, and her value will just keep increasing the more dot units are released. Just a heads up though, Kafka requires a lot of other premium units, so get your wallet or your F2P pulls ready. Black Swan is a wind nihility unit that shreds death and is one of the premier units for Kafka's dot teams. She applies her dot on enemy entry, so debuff application isn't as pesky as it is now. Right now, Black Swan is only used with Kafka and Acheron for niche pure fiction clears. She may have some debuffs up her sleeve, but they're nowhere near the value of buffs that harmonies give in most other teams. But in spots where Black Swan is good, she's great. There's also a new 4-star this time around with Moze, a lightning hunt character. He's essentially a Topaz side grade for follow-up teams. He's a great sub-DPS and is pretty much used where else Topaz is used. The 4 stars for this banner are Moze, Asta, and Luca. As said previously, Moze is going to be great alongside Feixiao. Asta's decent for dual carry teams, and Luca can be used as a side grade in dot teams. I'd say this lineup is decent. For the light cones, it's Swordplay, which is good for Moze in single target content. Resolution shines as Pearls of Sweat, which is a great light cone for Pela, and various other supports, and Birth of the Self, which is a decent light cone for pure fiction, specifically Herta. If you have any questions on if you should pull for E1 or S1, let me know the specifics in the comments, as it is genuinely impossible to give a blanket statement, especially with 4 5-star characters in this banner. Lingsha is a Fire Abundance character that looks to be focused on increasing break damage. The way she heals is also through a summon named Fuyuan. The summon acts a lot like Lightning Lord or Numbi, and when Lingsha uses her skill and ultimate, Fuyuan's action will advance. Fuyuan not only heals and cleanses the whole team by the way, but they also unleash an AoE follow-up attack. Lingsha without a doubt matches Gallagher in terms of healing, and outdoes him in terms of increasing break damage and cleansing debuffs. However, I don't think she's that much of an increase versus Gallagher E6 in Firefly teams. I'd say you should pull for her if you like her, or if you don't have Gallagher E6. Otherwise, it might be better to invest your pulls into someone else. Rerunning alongside Lingsha is Topaz, a fire hunt character that is the engine for the follow-up combo. The way her kit works is that the more follow-ups are used in her team, the more she can use her own follow-up attack. She can do this at a more frequent pace than Moze can, so if you still have pulls to spare right after pulling for Feixiao and Robin, you can consider funneling some to Topaz. If you're starting from scratch, the pull order should be Robin first, Feixiao and their signature second, and Topaz third. The reason for this is that while Topaz might be able to unleash follow-ups at a more frequent amount, moze E6 serves decently as a side grade. Robin is too valuable to give up, and that you'll need Feixiao's signature so that you can put S5 Cruise on Topaz. The 4 stars for this banner are Misha, who is a decent sub-DPS, Natasha, and Gwen, who can serve as a side grade dot and debuff applier for Kafka and Acheron. The 4-star cones are Shadowed by Night, which is a new hunt cone that's a great F2P option for Bootil and Sushang. Shared Feeling, which is an abundance cone that can give significant energy to allies. And finally, Planetary Rendezvous. I'd say that this lineup is mid. Rappa is an imaginary erudition character whose kit completely eludes me. People have been posting information and misinformation, and my divination magic sadly cannot discern the truth this time around. All I'm going to say is that her kit looks funky and weird. If she's going to be released in this state, she might become a future-proof face roll, pure fiction clearer. But yeah, if you're liking the video so far, please hit that like and subscribe button. It helps me out and it helps me beat the algorithm. Anyway, thanks. State of the game. I'm not exactly satisfied with it, but it is what it is. I think that Feixiao will terrorize every single MOC and Apocalyptic Shadow stage for the next 3 patches with the wind weaknesses, and that follow-up teams will rejoice for a long time. I hear that we have more summon-type units on the horizon, so it's undeniable that Robin will be at the top of the meta for maybe 4 to 5 patches. It looks like the devs who are creating kits are getting creative with Rappa, and honestly, I really like that. The main thing that I dislike about the state of the game, however, is the fact that Feixiao will cause another HP increase for the late game content. Back in 1.6, I retired my hyper carry wealth due to the HP bloat. I've heard that even the monstrosity known as Xingliu is now struggling in MOC due to no ice weakness in recent stages. With new characters constantly raising the bar, older limited characters are going to be eating their dust. So, my advice to you is to pull Robin E1 and start vertically investing in your teams with significant eidolons. Either way, I can't wait to see the funky kits upcoming in the later patches. I just hope my Sparkle E2 can carry me through the rest of the year until the Fate collab comes. Who are you going to pull for? And I'll give you more account-specific advice. That's it from me, my name is Kyte, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya, peace.